Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video. Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life and I am excited to invite you into my studio and show you my art practice. I paint every day and I do acrylic on paper. I also do stencils. I draw. I organize my studio space. I do a lot of things. For me, art is about problem solving, so there's always little tricks and tools that I can share with you along the way. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I am going to continue working on this wall, and I will work on that wall. And also this table. So, if I get 2 out of 3 done, I'll be good. That will be a good day for me. So I was mentioning these brushes that I found. I think these are varnishing brushes from way back, way back machine. And I was going to use them yesterday, and then I did not. So let me see if I can make some good use out of them today. I really do prefer the natural bristles. They're not as practical as the polyester ones. But this is giving me a hard time here. But I don't know. I just like the feel of them. I like the way they move across the paper. So I worked on these 2 yesterday. These 2, and I liked it. I don't know if you can see the difference. Can you see the difference? I can, but I had to look, and I didn't work on all of them. Actually, I only worked on 3 of them. That's interesting. So that might mean that they work with the next intervention that I did on these 3, or they work without it, the rest of them. But I'm really anxious to see how they look as I continue. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue with my squeegee. Let's see. These are really, I've got all the colors I need in here so far. I got the warms, I've got the cools, I have the yellows, the oranges, the reds, the greens, the blues, and this Payne's gray that's so blue it looks black. And so I think what I'm going to do, gosh, I never do this either, because they're really hard to kind of mediate. But I think I'm going to try a few browns, like, some of the siennas or the umbers, just to see how that goes. I mean, the whole thing could blow up, meaning, they're very hard to move in and then move out if I don't like them. They're very dense, and they're earth pigments, and even the paint tends to be very dense, so they stick around. But let's see. All right, I've got some burnt umber. I've got some green umber. Didn't know that was a thing. And this is probably one of the siennas. No label. But I do love the raw sienna and the burnt sienna. Now that's pretty loose. Not sure how that's going to work. It's probably not going to work very well at all, which will be a problem if I use the lighter colors, which I intended to do. You know, some of the gold and some of the greens. I'll see. So blasé. Yeah. If it works, it works. If it dies, it dies. Yeah, that's the ego of art right there. All right. Enough of that. Joking around. Let's get some. I'm not sure what this green umber is. Oh, it's nice. It's like a mossy green. It's too bad the other one. No, let's just go. I don't want to go with this. Oh, yeah, okay. I could see that taking over the whole energy. I have to give this some serious thought. This one's not bad because of the shape. I like the colors individually. I'm not sure they work with my favorite flag motif. I mean, the variations. And I regret the diagonal. And interestingly, it's very hard to get out of a diagonal. Everything else kind of works okay, just kind of the floating shapes. Well, I tried the browns and I think I'm done. Except over here. Let me just see how these work on my paintings here. Boy, it's really true. I never do these colors. Could it be for very good reasons? You know, I mean, I'm not against them. They're very nice, very solid, very, very grounded. It's almost a cliche. Oh, look at that green just came out there. That's interesting. Now that is interesting. But I don't know how it's going to, I don't know what it's going to look like when it dries. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, enough of that. So that's kind of set me off a little bit. Not sure what set me off a little bit, if it was the introduction of, something unexpected, or if it was just the intensity of those colors. You know, colors have emotions, and I'm actually going to take some of this off. Oh, okay, that works. Now there's a lot of dull that comes with, not dull, but you know, a tone that comes with the colors, and I like that. Oh yeah, these are the ones that I started to work with using some of the tones as well. Let me try this. A little paint on the sponge and move into, that's a little bit too much, move into an area. I don't know why I'm being so precious about this. Start a few little cyclones here. Certainly feels better just going in with more gusto. Let's just see what a little bit of that looks like. These Calder-esque. I like that it looks like a mistake. It looks like a smudge that somebody tried to get out. I do like that. Okay, I would say this is a transitional day. I'm gonna sit with this for a little while and see what happens as they dry, whether I'm gonna go back in with some more intense colors or you know, kind of bring some of these earthy tones into the arena as well. So it's always an adventure, you know, there's always something to try out and to remember. Oh, I haven't done that for a long time. I used to work with sponges and rags, and I would do whole paintings just rubbing, you know, the pigment and keeping it soft and kind of veil-like. They turned out very well, but those were different kinds of paintings. So you just have to test. You just have to try it out and see what works. And it can be heart-stopping when it does not work, especially when you've kind of built and gotten to a point where it's just, you know, okay. And you don't want to mess with the okay, but you got nowhere to go if you don't extend and push past okay to see if it can be terrific, because that's where I'm aiming for. You know, that's where I'm going. I'm headed for terrific. So thank you for being here. I've enjoyed having you visit me in my studio today. I'll look forward to seeing you the next time. Now, go make art. So I'm so happy that you are joining me today, and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day-to-day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Thanks for being here.